Third World Championship, a Grand Slam quarter-finalist, a Players' Championship event winner. It's Suits Alan Suits.
Love it.
Just imagine how much suits you'd get and how much doots you'd get. But now, Alan's got to fill his boots. But he's going to have to do it at the expense of the European champion, Gian van Veen.
From the Netherlands, the reigning European champion, the two-time back-to-back World Youth Champion, the Giant. Ladies and gentlemen, Gian!
In the PDC World Championship before, and that was this year. He could be one of those people who figures it out on the fly. 2 years without a win, and then in year 3, he could go all the way through the field. If he wins 7 times, he's champion of the world.
Well, this year he's retained his World Youth title, I do believe, for the very last time. And he's also won the European Championships. Everything is coming up rosy. And listen, I love Suits. He's an absolute grafter and a wonderful human being, but he had an absolute torrid time. It took extra time. It took a last leg shootout for him to eventually come through his opening match. And the averages just don't match up, Nico.
They don't, but the one thing you have just said, which has to be noted, is that Alan Soutar will graft until he can't anymore.
Yeah.
Unless he's closed out, he will keep believing he can get through this kind of game. He's going to have to find a new level, because you just can't envisage Van Veen slipping below a 94 average. That's going to be a bad game for him. 98.91 in the first round against a very good version of a rejuvenated Cristo Reyes of Spain.
He was fabulous, wasn't he?
He was great. He only picked up a dart again about 2 months ago, won the qualifier, and then he had Van Veen, and he caused him trouble.
Well, he did, but Van Veen made it. Something he's added to his game now is a bit of maturity, Nico. And when he gets it far back at him, he deals with it better than he did when we were hyping him up and telling everybody how good he was. And this is round 2. I expect him to be way, way better.
How much better? What are we talking here? 102? 103?
Yeah, he's going to be in and around it, isn't he? He's just going to be.
I would be surprised if he's not close to a 3-figure average tonight. He looks ready, he looks focused, and he is mature for his age. He's a 2-time World Youth Champion, beat Bo Greaves in the final this year, and there is another 140 to add to his tally in the tournament.
I'll tell you why he's more mature, Nico, because he's super intelligent. He's a smart kid. He's not the kind of lad that will ask you for advice and just nod. He takes everything on board. He's a smart cookie, and he's already all over the treble 20.
140.
My goodness.
Great start. He's got 100 after 9.
Well, 3 visits, 3 2-treble visits, Nico. Now, I rate Suits, and we've done this before where we've gone, well, he's going to get outplayed. How many times did he prove us wrong?
16s with 80 left. That's a bold play from Van Veen. 4 16s, leave himself on double 8. But the celebration from Suits, it's the monocle celebration when he hits a max, and he might hit a 1-2-4 off the back of it. He's got the bull to steal the first leg. Oh boy, if this is what we're going to get tonight, sit down and just take it all in on talkSPORT 2. That is a magnificent first leg.
Now you understand why I tipped up the over in the checkout, because Suits over the years has done this time and time again. He is a player.
Everybody takes a collective breath after one leg of the contest. Wow.
But for Suits to win this game, he's got to do that over and over and over again, because Van Veen is going to ask him the question, Nico.
I think if he's going to win this game, he's going to need 6-ton plus checkouts. He's going to need a lot of 180s as well. He's got another 140. That's pretty decent. He's showing Van Veen that he's not going to go quietly.
I make it right, and I'll tell you why I make it right, Nico.
180.
They're trying to interrupt you.
Because the scoring power of Van Veen is going to mean he's going to need to.
Correct. Already got a max. 2 140s.
The averages here are ridiculous. I know it's early, but
that first dart for Van Veen keeps hitting the bottom of the 60.
140.
And when he hits the bottom of the 60, he's trying to slide the other two over the top. He's someone who can score 180 points and still fit another 6 darts in the bed.
yeah, he has a throw that's well below vertical, so almost Taylor-esque. So when he hits the bottom of the 60, it's open. It's an open target.
He's got 100 again after 9, just like the first leg. Is he going 16s again after 20? Hang on a minute, is this deja vu? He's just left double A, and Soutar's got 96. If this goes, it is deja vu, and it'll be 2-0 to the Scotsman.
This would be incredible. Single 20, needs a treble. Oh, doesn't get it.
Oh, he gives that dart the evil stare. Big 5, leaves himself on 71. Small 13 leaves 58. Van Veen gets his wish. Double 8 after all. Misses it right, has to go for double 4 across the board. He's got 1 dart left at it and misses. Soutar could be 2-0 up here. He's got 58 for it.
Single 18 and tops, and Van Veen, well, his body language, he's a tad annoyed. Tops, 1 dart left. Ooh.
He can't afford to do that.
No.
He's missed high and low on tops on a 58 checkout, and he knows he's about to be punished. Double 1 though for GVV. Dart over the top, he hasn't hit a double yet. Still hasn't. Wow, it's amazing how things have changed here.
Wow. 20 is pinned for Alan Soutar, who in 19 darts managed to hold throw and lead 2-0, and yet again, Nico, he is all over the treble 20. Can't hit a double.
Van Veen is averaging 102 in this first set after missing all 6 darts at double.
And that's 2 legs played.
It's an early worry for the European champion, but he's someone who can take this and correct it. There's nothing wrong with the scoring. It's another 140 for him there. That is now 5 and a max in 3 legs. He's on 2-2-1. Soutar's going to be very close to him. 140 for him.
Let's not forget, Nico, Soutar in his first 2 sets of that match in the first round was unbelievable.
He was very good. Very, very good indeed. But this is not best of 3 sets.
Correct.
This is best of 5, where you can be brilliant for 2, but if you're bad for 3, you lose.
Well, that was the thing. He was brilliant for 2, ordinary for 2, and managed to fall over the line in the 5th.
You would rather fall over the line than not seeing the line at all. 130 for Van Veen, no pressure. Suits on 209. Off the 60, gets a small 4, then a bullseye.
Beautiful shot. I was looking at treble 10, Nico.
Well, I think he's gone bull there because he wants to hit it to
Yes.
leave double 8 again after 12 and put it right this time. He's not out of this set if he can get rid of this double quickly. He's back at the hockey now. Double 8, 8 o'clock position. Now 4s. He's found it this time.
Hey, eventually it's a double.
Now, does Alan have enough in the locker to serve this out in leg 4 and to win the first set by 3 legs to 1? On the talkSPORT network tonight, we're live on talkSPORT 2, and we are also on the talkSPORT YouTube channel.
What was your question, Nico?
Totally forgot.
He's just answered it, pal. This is a brilliant set from Alan Soutar. He started his match outstandingly. The first 2 sets were irresistible, and then he just went missing, just fell off.
The collective ooh you hear and the smile from Suits is because whenever someone starts with a 180, there are 3,500 people here waiting for a 9-darter, which would make somebody out there £60,000 richer. The player themselves would also get £60,000, as would a charity.
Yeah, it's an amazing thing by the title sponsors. The Suits, he's on it tonight. My goodness. Well, we've seen Vessel Nyman go out, who's very much regarded in the same ilk up until when Van Veen won the Europeans, as the same kind of breed of player.
Van Veen is so far back until he finds a trouble with his last visit. 205 for him, but Soutar's got 6 from 156 to win this first set to get off to a cracking start.
Van Veen's in a world of trouble here, Nico. Suits 2 from 4 on the doubles, averaging 98, wants 56 for the opening set.
The approach play of Van Veen has been borderline perfect. He's left 28 after 12, and he may not get a shot. Soutar's on double 18 for the set. That is a statement. Gian Van Veen, the European champion who is leaving the stage as we speak, has averaged 104.79. But unfortunately, he missed 7 of the 8 darts at double he had. It's the man from Scotland, Alan Soutar, who was 60% on the doubles with the lesser average. He's won the first set by 3 legs to 1. And if that's an indication of what we're going to have tonight, do not leave talkSPORT 2, because there's plenty more to come. Set 2 will follow. Championship live on talkSPORT 2 in partnership with Village Hotels. Celebrate New Year's Eve at a Village Hotel. Book now at villagehotels.com. Well, what a first set that was for the evening of day 12. It's following in the footsteps of Evans and Wade from this afternoon. And if that's going to be the case for the rest of the night, this is going to be fun. We've got Paul Lim, Humphreys 2 tonight. It is 5 years on from their first meeting and only meeting, which Lim won by 3-2. We've got more to come after this, but let's focus, Mace, on the fact that the European champion lost the first set, averaging nearly 105, and it does prove that if you can put in a very effective 97 average, you can beat almost anything.
Yeah, absolutely. 3 from 5 on the doubles. That's the key. That's the key marker. 1 from 8. 1 from 8, Nico, and he's averaging 105. That shows you how big a scoring game Van Veen had in set 1, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. The reliability, maybe experience of Alan Soutar means he's the man in front. I thought he was, for 2 sets, probably the best I've ever seen him play, you know, in round 1. And if he continues to roll this out, I mean, his average is lower, but he's had more. Well, Van Veen is a scoring machine, isn't he?
Certainly has been in this game so far, but doubles for door and all of that.
I'm going to have a look at my notes, Nico, because I did that Soutar game, and in the first 6 legs of it, he was absolutely insanely good.
He had Teemu Harju on toast. That's what we say in this sport. If you've got someone exactly where you want them, you've got them on toast. But sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. This game has got possibilities. Set 2 at the start, Soutar on 160 after 12. It's not the same start as set 1. It doesn't have to be. Van Veen on 128 after 12. He's got the better finish, and he's going to get a look at it as well. Small 20 start, but second dart is much better. And the third from Soutar to lead double 10. If Van Veen does not take out 128, he's going to have to be better on the doubles. He doesn't get to the bullseye in the 128 though, so it's a chance for Soutar to lead at the start of this set as well.
He didn't just have him on toast, he had him on crumpets and croissants. Double 10 is nailed for a 16 dart hold.
At the start of tonight, we all convened and said, who do you fancy? Not one person said Alan Soutar. Not one.
And you wouldn't, because there's no data. They've met once before. Their seasonal numbers are a million miles apart. But it suits. He keeps doing this. He's done this year on year since he first qualified for the World Championships.
And he's the one who has the better World Championship record. He's been to the last 16 twice. He made it on debut in 2022. He would ultimately lose to Callan Ridds by 4-1. The following year, he lost to Gabriel Clemens by 4-1. He would end up beating Gerwin Price and making the semi-finals. No shame in losing to those two guys, but he hasn't done very well since.
No. No, it's been a minute. It's been lean. But he's okay here. He's on 281. If he can find a big turn, it's against the darts anyway. You're not meant to win these legs.
Not meant to, but you like to.
Yeah.
Only a ton from Soutar. 181 left. Van Veen's got a little bit of breathing room, and when I say a little bit, I mean a small amount. Bold with the last start to make things a little bit easier for himself when he comes back on 75.
When you say small, Nico, unlikely.
Small 20 for Soutar. Needs to somehow find a treble downstairs now. Can't do so. We'll have to settle for 1-2-2 if Van Veen does not find 75. Unlikely, because that's treble 17, and that's much better. That reaction from Van Veen states that he knows what's going wrong and he knows what to put right. Still averaging 101.5. That percentage on the doubles. He won't care about that now because it's not going to be world class unless he goes perfect from here on out.
Yeah, and they're two super intelligent players, and I mean, they're aware of their surroundings. They're aware of what their opponent's producing. They don't need telling when they come off stage. Well, he played well.
Van Veen's been at this stage of the tournament before and lost. Alan Soutar's been at this stage of the tournament twice and won both times. So that can't be ignored. And we don't have that complexity this year where a seed comes in cold and they're playing someone who's already played. It's a fair playing field this year. Everybody's playing from the off. If you want to win the title, 7 wins, not 6.
Yeah, exactly that. And that's why we went over on the checkout, because we thought there'd be legs in this. But a lot of people thought this would be one-sided. I was like, Soutar isn't the kind of guy who would literally just roll over. You have to nail him down.
Speaking of nailing down, that's exactly what Van Veen's done right there. First bit of volume from the young Dutchman as well. 50 left. Soutar's 144. He can't find the first treble. He was going for the 20s instead of the 18s. He'll settle for a trebleless visit. There haven't been many of those so far. But how about double 16 for the number 10 seed? Seeds have been falling. This one does not want to fall. In the last 24 hours, we've lost Gerwin Price and James Wade. So they're gone. They're home for Christmas. Van Veen's still here. He does not want to leave.
Yeah, he knows what his target is now. Wow.
That's one of those 180s where all 3 are at the bottom of the bed. He could literally stick another 6 in there.
Easily.
Oh, speaking of 180s. Oh, I was trying to line him up there. Didn't quite get dart 3, but this is a good dust-up between 2 people who've got a bit of an age gap.
Proper game of darts, this. Really good.
I'm not sure this audience are going to have enough in the tank to go through 4 games like this. I think they're going to have to reserve themselves at times. Maybe they're going to need a 3-0 along the way. No such thing here. Oh, it's another bad third dart from Soutar. 2 treble 20s and a small 5. Leaves him on 2-3-6. 11 points behind. Van Veen's in charge with a 2-1 lead in set 2.
It's okay though, only 60. So Soutar here needs Tom 40 really, isn't it? Well, there's a 60. Oh, wayward dart. No kind of recovery. That first dart, I'm looking at it going 140, 180 here. It's high in the bed.
Are we thinking 170? We're not. Just over the top of that treble 20 for Van Veen.
Not another one, Nick.
We've had 8 in the tournament. We had one this afternoon from James Wade, and it did him no good at all. He was taken out by Ricky Evans. Soutar needs 151 to save the set. And yet again, he's finding that small 20 a bit more often now.
Well, there's a bit of extra pressure here, and his throw will get tighter, Nico, so they will go low.
That's low for Van Veen, but he fixes it. Treble 20, and now he's got a set dart. 112 for 3-1. Just a bit wide. That might be the only set dart he gets if Soutar can take out 60 and the next leg to take a 2-0 lead.
20 and tops to 2-0 set 3.
Tops. Just a little bit high, 1 left. Such a great adjustment. He didn't go for the marker. He decided to go for the right-hand side of the bed because he felt with a bit more space there, a pure shot is more likely to go in than a bumper. 2-2, and this is the biggest leg of Gian Van Veen's World Championship so far. If he loses on Soutar's throw right here, he's in real trouble of elimination. That's not good news for Van Veen. That's a 140 start for the Scotsman, who has shown a great deal of composure here, and he loves playing the first 2 sets of his games in this tournament. 95 from Van Veen, the number 10 seed. He's never been as high in the world rankings as he is right now, and he's only going to go further up in the next 6 months.
Yeah, that's for sure. He's got such a good game. He's got such high levels. He plays in this. He's got this panache, hasn't he? This flair. I mean, they both have, but they're different.
You're still talking about Alan Soutar's trousers. They are flashy.
Well, every year, for pretty much as long as I can remember since he's been playing in it, he's been a problem, hasn't he?
He has. He likes playing here. And sometimes when the crowd get on his back, it just makes him play even better. Van Veen needs something big, and it doesn't get any bigger than that. That leaves 130 for the set. If Soutar does not take out 161, this will be seismic. Again, it's that small 20 for the Scotsman. Needs to bring it down to a 2-darter. 2 small 20s. Bullseye should be the target. Gets it. Central hole. Leaves 71. It's crunch time in set 2 on talkSPORT 2. Does Van Veen, the European champion, get to the bull? He does not. So it feels academic that Soutar will get to a set dart. Oh, well, that's a 4. He's walking towards the board to check. He didn't want to ask the referee, but he's got 67 left to win this set. It should have been a shot at the outer ring. It still could be, but it might just be a dart at the bull. Treble 17, double 8. Oh, it's a double 16.
No. He's gone next door, Nico.
This is where things could change.
Well, that was a set dart. 72. Well, he puts his hands over his eyes. He's still doing it now. Oh, treble 20. Double 6, Nico, for the set, a steal.
Wow. Oh, how things can change in as little as 20 seconds on the Ali Pali stage. Soutar was sitting on 71 to be 2-0 up. And maybe the fighting qualities and a little bit of fortune has just seen Van Veen get to 1-set-all. And curiously, just before we take a break, Alan Soutar had some practice darts straight after the set was over, and he took out 71. It's amazing how many times that happens. We'll take a short break now, but when we come back, this game is locked at 1-set-all. It is intriguing between Scotland's Soutar and the European champion, Gian Van Veen. You're listening to the World Darts Championship live on talkSPORT 2 in partnership with Village Hotels, with 34 locations across the UK. Visit villagehotels.com. Someone is camping out on the stage, and I'm talking about 2 players, not just one, because this really has been enthralling so far. We've had 9 legs of darts completed in 2 sets. This has been quite special. With 104.57 average, Van Veen is only just about level. He could have easily been 2-0 down.
Probably should have been 2-0 down.
Well, should is a very...
Should have, could have.
It's a very, very strong word. John Part, our colleague in this industry, always says, there's only could, there is no should. But then again, when you're playing as well as Alan Soutar has in this match on the doubles, he probably should have hit double 8 to go 2-0 up.
Yeah, just listen. That's where a little bit of I don't use the word luck anymore, Nico. A bit of good fortune, isn't it? It's a miss. We all stand behind a player, and we all miss in front of players, and you just hope, oh, just give me a go. And he got a go, Van Veen, and he's levelled things up at 1 set apiece. Could have been so different, but Van Veen's numbers are just remarkable. 104.79 in set 1, 104.39 in set 2, and he's missed 8 darts at a double. If you want to talk about a dominant display in terms of scoring power, this kid is on it. But what he's got to deal with is the knowledge, the experience of Suits. Suits ain't going to roll over, son. He ain't rolling over.
He certainly won't. Van Veen using his aggressive diamond-dusted darts. He's adorned in black and white, as he always is. His flights are the same, his stems are black. He's a traditional-looking player with the attire, but he's tall, he's rangy, he's got an action that's all his own. It's very pushy, getting that flat angle in the board, and he's currently having a wipe of the brow, and I think there's going to be plenty of that tonight. Yeah,
he's cleaning the glasses. Nico, when you watch this, I scratch my head at players like this and think, right, what have you been doing away from here? Like, what's going on? Why can you not perform?
On the first leg, Gian Van Veen.
He's performing. That is a beautiful 52 checkout, and he's starting with a 14 darter. This is something he can maintain. His average does state that, and we know what he can do because we've seen him beat Damon Heta on the European Tour, averaging nearly 115, but his personal best average is 115.92. That is better than 13 darts a leg, and that was done over 6 legs.
Yeah, it wasn't a best of 5 or anything like that, and we know he's got such levels. But I watch Suits every time I watch him here at the World Championships. Of course, when he qualifies for a European Tour, we watch that. If the Pro Tours are on, we're working on it, or I'm watching it, I'll have a little look out for him. I watch him play like this, and I think, how are you not doing bits? We know why Van Veen's doing bits, because he's doing it now.
It's like someone who is about to lose their tour card. They're not losing it because they didn't win in this championship. It's because they didn't do enough over a 2-year period.
Yeah, and I want to know where he's been. Because in this championship, Suits, for the first 2 sets in his opening round game, was irresistible. He's replicated that here. And it ain't a fitness issue. This guy's about to run a marathon for the guide dogs.
He is. He's going to be doing that in a few months' time.
And check out his socials, because there's a donation page on there. We've all donated. Make sure you do. This guy is served the armed forces, raises money, trains guide dogs. He's a fireman. I mean, he must have a flaw.
98.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe his flaw is missing double 8 for the second set, and that's about it.
And he's an absolute top fella as well, so it ain't that.
108 for Van Veen to take this second leg of the third set, and this seems to have calmed down a little bit in here. The atmosphere was borderline unsustainable. Now it's double 16 for a first ton plus checkout. He still can't get any major comfort on double 16. It's very in and out.
Well, the level was unsustainable, but not for Van Veen.
Where have we seen this 1-2-4 before? We're not going to see it right here.
Leg 1, Nico.
We're not going to see it in this one.
Oh, he's hit treble 5. Oh, yeah, he's hit treble 5 to lead 109. He's hit the treble 20, so he's going to ask the question of Van Veen. 3 darts in hand, double 8 to lead 2-0 set 3. It's 1 set all. Oh, this kid. And I think because we knew him before anybody else, Nico, we've got a little thing with him, haven't we? And we know what he's been through as well with his darts.
He had dartitis, he came through it, he's become a better player because of it, and he's not the first person to have done that. Mark Walsh did that. He's from just up the road from here.
And then went on to have a great career post-dartitis.
Well, we hope that nobody gets it. It's a horrible affliction.
Horrid.
That's good fighting spirit here from Soutar. 1-3-5 to start, leg 3 of set 3. But as soon as Van Veen finds the bottom of that 60, you're in trouble. That was always going to be a 140 minimum. He's on 261 after 6. He's turning the screw, and Soutar doesn't have much of an answer in this set.
Well,
he's only averaging 85.
Yeah, he's Suits, like he did in his opening match for 2 sets, was blistering. Like I said, it's not fitness. The guy's a machine. But this kid don't let you breathe. He suffocates you. He's brutal. Down to 170. Suits 306. We might see him on 170 with a 136 here. Single 19. No, he'll come up now because it's a blocker. Okay, cancel that, Mace.
99.
It's a good 99.
170 for the set. First start. Lipstick. Double lipstick. Now, don't bow to pressure. Do you want it or not? Bull. Number 9 of the tournament. What a shot to take a 2-1 lead. 3,500 people can now be heard in Scotland against a man from Scotland. That was unbelievable.
It was the way he just stood away and went, oh, go on then. I'll pop it in for you. What's that, the 10th, what, 9th?
Number 9.
Number 9. Wow. We haven't had any 9 darters. I can't remember this many 170s in the tournament ever.
Well, I know what I'm researching in the morning.
Yeah, you'll have to be on that, Nico. Your depths of research is deeper than mine.
Well, he's brimming with confidence now. He wants to get this done by 3-1. Soutar has just been hit hard in that set.
It's the way they do it. He's just so casual and walks off smiling. Back in Ireland, if he hit 170, that, you know, it wasn't far off it in a 9. And he just sipped his drink, smiled and went, oh, glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was one of those shots as if to say, I'm going to step back and I'm going to show you how good I am. He's a very humble kid, but every now and again, when he does things like that, like getting his 6th maximum, actually it's his 5th, I'm trying to give him more than he's got credit for.
Well, the 170 was the maximum, Nico.
I suppose it was, yeah. We'll give him that.
He's just raising his game. 104.79, 104.39, 107.36. He's just, well.
I said 6 because
Yeah, you knew.
I was looking in the crystal ball. He's left 58 after 9. Soutar hasn't got an answer for this. All he can do is leave tops here from 140 and watch Van Veen go to work on 58. Single 18, little go start, back to the hockey. It's covered, double top. Oh, what a bounce that was. Yes, there's a little bit of fortune in this sport, but you've got to make it for yourself. That was an amazing, amazing bounce off the first start into tops.
Mr. Nico with the 180. He knew there was 6 coming. Well, there may be 7. Oof. He is on fire. His average, Nico, 106.5. He's not averaged under 104 at any point in this match. This kid is unreal. Like, literally unreal.
He is putting in the performance of the tournament so far, and considering he had a World Championship personal best in his first round match, this is not out of the ordinary. We know he can do this. When he's been at the Grand Slam with his good pal Wessel Nyman, they've had games that people write songs about.
Yeah, well, didn't Wessel Nyman average something like 107 for the Slam and not win a game?
Correct. And all because of this young man on the stage who's got another 140.
His average is 107.5.
It's climbing. It's not being decreased, and he has still got the bit between his teeth here.
Oh, he's hyped. If you could see him, he is pumped. He doesn't want this to stop. He won't mind it stopping, Nico.
Yeah, but that's the point. You've got to make it stop by playing well to the end. Then you stop. Treble 7 off a 19, and then a beautiful pick-off with treble 17.
Even when he makes a mistake, the recovery dart, there's no reaction, there's no puffing of the cheeks and, oh, can't believe that's gone in there. He just goes, right, wallet, get that in there, leave yourself double 18 after 12, and I'll just pop it.
Will he? Dart 2 is in. Another nice little bump. And after all of the drama of the first couple of sets, where Soutar could have been 2-0 up, if he'd found double 8 on a 71 checkout, it would have been a different story. But since that point, Van Veen has dominated, and I sincerely hope that Maras Razma, who won this afternoon, is watching this thinking, how well am I going to have to play to beat this lad?
Nico, he's missed 11 darts at a double.
He's barely missed since the first set.
This is just so good to watch. And I tell you why it's so good to watch for us, because
140.
we built him up. We told you all. We think we found someone a little bit special.
I blame Alan Soutar, in fact, because he played so well in the first set and showed him how to do it. When somebody sets the tone, great players don't just follow, they take over. Van Veen on 181 after 6. He is possibly 4 darts away from the next round. He's never been there before.
And he's took his average up now to over 108.
Big 5. Not the worst start, because you know he's going to recover. 125, just like that. Nothing deflects this kid. 56 is an inevitable shot to win this darts match.
Nico, he's averaging 124 in this set.
Take note, everybody.
Holy moly,
that's going to come down. That's going to come down.
Well, yeah, because even if he goes 16 tops, it's going to come down.
There's your 16 tops. Put that in your notebook. That was a performance for the ages. If he didn't miss a couple of doubles in the first set, there was a risk that that could be one of the best performances in the history of any World Championship in the last half a century. That's how good it was. And in the final set, Mace, when he wins by 3 sets to 1, he averages what in the final set?
121.86. And this is against a really, we didn't speak a lot about Alan Soutar because it was just all about Van Veen. He was incredible, literally incredible. Set 1, 104.79. Set 2, 104.39 with a 170, and then 121.86. That's a guy that is ready, Nico.
He is someone who is a genuine shot at winning this title now. Alan Soutar leaves after averaging 95.
And he should hold his head up by... Look at the games we've seen won, Nico, where they've been won with 89s and 90s. We've seen one today. And he's rolling out, and he's been stuffed.
Well, that was a bad draw for Alan Soutar. Unfortunately, he's gone. Van Veen doesn't just survive through Christmas, he thrives. He will be back post-Christmas to take on Maras Razma, who has got a post-Christmas nightmare on his horizon. If he plays anywhere like that for the rest of the tournament, Gian Van Veen could not just be European champion, but world champion. We've got more games coming your way. We've got 3 of them, in fact. And a certain Nathan Aspinall is going to take on Leonard Gates. And it's going to be covered by Chris Murphy and the 2015 Lakeside champion, Scott Mitchell. We'll take a short break now on talkSPORT 2 and the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. Thanks for your company. But when we come back, it is going to be more darts on the radio and more darts on the tube. So keep it here on talkSPORT 2.